Last night in The Bachelor, we had the overnight dates with Juan Pablo and his 3 remaining women in the gorgeous, majestic island of St. Lucia. Claire had the first one-on-one date. They spent the day in a gorgeous private yacht, and then they had dinner, and then of course Juan Pablo gave her the card and asked her if she wanted to forego her individual room to spend the night with Juan Pablo. Now, of course, Claire was a little bit hesitant because of what happened in Vietnam when they had a little rendezvous at 3 a.m. in the ocean. I hate to say it, Claire, but it's a little bit too late. Don't tell me you're trying to set an example for his daughter weeks later after you already crossed the line. But anyway, they spent the night together, they had a great time, and obviously she's falling in love with him and told him that. Next overnight date was with Andy. They explored like a seafood festival and the island, and they also played soccer with a lot of kids, and Andy loved it because she got to see him interact with these kids, which she's never seen before. And after that, they had dinner, and then she also chose to actually spend the night with Juan Pablo as well in the overnight fantasy suite. Now, what happened was when Andy woke up the next morning, she did something no other bachelor or bachelorette in the history of the show has ever done before, and she told us that she could not wait to get out of that suite after they spent the night together. Why? Because Juan Pablo was all about Juan Pablo. All his stories, all name dropping, never asked anything personal about Andy, about her religion, about her beliefs, about what she thinks about anything in life, and only spoke about Juan Pablo. And she was just like, he's all about him, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. And she's like, all I want to do is just leave and be done with this. Then we had Nikki. She had her overnight date, which was they went horseback riding and picnic, had dinner, and then of course she spent the night in the overnight suite as well, and they had a great time. Then the best part about it was when they brought Juan Pablo back on camera, he was like, I had a great night with Andy, it was wonderful, and then Andy came on and she was like, it was a disaster, I hope he didn't think it was a good night. Then they had the 3 videos that everyone chose to see give their final words to Juan Pablo before he makes his decision. Claire and Nikki obviously were falling over their love for Juan Pablo, and Andy was like, hey, listen, I need to see you in person. I don't want to say this over a video. Then they spoke in person, and she told them, listen, there's nothing here, you know? Like, after I spent the night with you, I realized that you're all about you, and that's not me at all. And it worried her that she actually had these feelings for him, and then realized that then. And he was like, it's okay, it's fine. Well, listen, she did not want to hear that. She said that disgusts her, and it was just a roundabout 5-minute fight. Now, she is an assistant district attorney, and it absolutely came out when they had their one-on-one time together, and it was really an argument. And I totally give Andy all the respect in the world for walking out on The Bachelor, but I do think she stretched out the fight a little bit much. What were your thoughts on Andy? Do you think she made the right decision? And what do you think will happen in 2 weeks when Juan Pablo finally proposes to either Nikki or Claire? Who do you think it will be?